Hey friends, welcome back to Homestead by the Highway. My name's Carrie and I am so excited to be tackling this. This is my garlic bed. Well, what was my garlic bed? We pulled that out a few weeks ago and I learned last year to not just leave this space empty. I thought it needed to rest and do all the things. And I now am going to plant it again. Last year I put in beans and snow peas, and this year I'm going to do just all beans from one end to the other. I don't know if you can see it in this shot, but I'll show you. At the other end, I did plant pumpkin plants, which I've never planted before, and I'm so excited because they are doing great. And in the meantime, I'm going to get this all cleaned out. It is full of leaves, which I could totally leave in here to compost, but I'm going to put in a little more soil and some nutrients and then go ahead and plant all the beans. So I thought I would bring you along. So if you have a garlic space, don't just leave it empty. You have time to do a whole grow before you have to put your garlic back in. So come along and we'll get this done.
Here I'm just taking a minute to rake up some of these leaves. The only reason I'm doing this was it's a really thick mulch that I had put around the garlic, and I didn't want quite that many leaves in there. Part of this I wanted to make black and white and turn into a comedy clip because I just could not figure out how to make this rake and this shovel work together to scoop these up. These leaves are not going to waste. They are going to go over into that other flower bed and just be used as compost over there, and they'll decompose in that other bed. So that's where I'm putting them. My microphone had shut off, so I just was saying that I did not want this much in there. We're going to go ahead and take the leaves out, and I did leave quite a few, but then I'm going to go ahead and just clean it up and add the soil on top of it so that the beans can grow here.
So I was going to look up what I grew last year, and I think it was Bush Lake beans, and I forgot before I came out, but I think it was Bush Lake beans, which I did bring out a packet of those. We liked those. They were good. They're a green bean. I do have this contender bush bean from Botanical Interest, and that's what I think I'm going to fill this in with this year, just to try them and see. This was packed, let's see, these were both packed for 2022, so these were last year's garden packets, but that doesn't mean they expire. It just means I might have a less germination rate. So I am going to pack them in close, and in case I don't have germination, and that way I'll still get plenty of beans. But I think I'm going to go with this Bean Bush Contender. It says that it sows up to 16 feet of garden, so I'm going to fill it in with this, and if I have some space I might throw some of these in.
I actually remembered to bring out a knife to slice open the tops of these packages, And sometimes they are so challenging. It's like trying to get a toy out of a Christmas box during holiday time. You're just anxious to do it, and there are so many roadblocks. Note to future self, just get scissors.
So with the Botanical Interest seeds, they have a ton of information on the inside. The outside of this I have totally filthy. So I tried to open this nicely so that I could read what was on the inside as well. But these are these beans and how big they are. So these are really big. Some of them are really big beans. So we'll get these all set. I got like 2 rows, and then I kind of just tuck some in between in case they don't work out. So I am going to fill just this front row in with these Bush Lake beans. And these are Bush Blue Lake 47. These are Burpee organic. Those are like a bright green.
If you've seen any of my past videos, you know that I just keep wooden skewers that you would normally use in the kitchen to mark rows in my garden. So here I'm just covering the beans up with some soil, and then I grab some of the skewers just to mark the ends of the rows so I know what is really in that row possibly, or what may be coming up as weeds, so I don't go out there and just start yanking bean plants out.
All right, so we planted beans today. Thanks for coming along. That was really quick. The spacing on those was 4 inches, and it says to plant about 1 inch deep. It takes 10 to 15 days for them to actually germinate. Beans don't like the dead of the heat. That's why it's best to plant them either in the early spring to get a spring crop. You can actually get 2 rotations of these, even in my short growing season, if you plant early spring and then pull all those out, and then you can do another sowing of them. I waited though because of having my garlic in here. I only do it once a year, which is plenty for the 2 of us to just get 1 planting a year. So they are in. Thanks for coming along. If you enjoyed the videos, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button and the bell if you'd like to see other videos. I will put some up here so that you can watch those in between each video that comes up. I do have some other projects that I have going on. We'll watch the pumpkins keep growing. I need to finish harvesting the last of the blueberries right now, as well as I have a big giant bed next to me that I'm going to fill in and just turn into all flowers, and I wanted to do it earlier and it didn't happen, but I've got a plan to make it happen so I can still see some flowers in it this year, and then I'll reap the rewards of it actually next year. Thanks, friends. Have an amazing day.